As someone who's barely 5'3" on a good day in the right shoes, let me tell you, finding the right e-bike when you're on the shorter side can be tricky. I've tested a lot of electric bikes, and some of them honestly felt like climbing onto a horse. So in this video, I want to share a few tips and things to look for if you're a shorter rider like me, or if you're shopping for someone who is. As always, I'm Jenny, and you're watching NextJen. The first thing I prefer to look for is a step-through frame. That's the kind of frame that doesn't have a bar across the top, so it's much easier to swing your leg through and hop on, especially if you're not doing high kicks in jeans. Step-throughs aren't just for grandma bikes anymore. They can look super modern and still ride great. I've ridden some bikes with step-throughs that are powerful, sporty, and way easier to mount and dismount when you're not super tall. Next, pay attention to standover height and seat height. One thing I always do during test rides is check if I can at least put my toes on the ground when I stop, though I prefer to be able to put my foot flat on the ground. Not being able to touch down easily can feel scary at red lights or in traffic, and I don't want to always be hopping down from the saddle at each stop. Some bikes have seat tubes that are higher or tall frames that make it hard for shorter riders to feel stable, but others let you sit lower if you want. If you're constantly leaning way off to one side at every stop, it gets old fast. Also, beware of moped-style e-bikes. Sure, they're fun and I do like riding them, but sometimes they can mean that you're sitting up higher, since the bench seat usually isn't adjustable and there's nothing you can do about that seat height. The other thing is that if they have rear suspension, they're usually going to sit even higher than that. Another underrated tip: look for 20-inch wheels instead of 26 or 27.5-inch. A lot of smaller e-bikes use 20-inch wheels, and that naturally brings the whole frame closer to the ground. Bikes like the Electric XP or the Haybike Ranger, both of which I've recently tested, are great examples of compact bikes that still feel zippy and powerful, but give shorter riders like me better confidence and control. And don't be afraid to lower that seat all the way down or swap out the seat post if you need to. A suspension seat post might feel comfortable, but if it raises your seat height too much, it's probably not worth it if it means you can't stop safely. Comfort and confidence both matter, especially when you're riding in the city around cars. So yeah, if you're a shorter rider, you've got options. Just don't settle for a bike that feels too tall or awkward to ride. There are plenty of awesome e-bikes out there that fit smaller riders perfectly, and when you find the right one, it makes all the difference. You'll ride more, worry less, and just enjoy the ride so much more. So now I have a question for you. No matter your height, what's the most important part of finding an e-bike that is comfortable for you? Is it seat height, suspension, upright posture, or something else entirely? Let me know in the comment section below. If you're subscribed, then I may even feature your comment at the end of one of my next videos. That's it for now. I'm Jenny. Stay charged, stay curious, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.